Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Prison Architect. Hope you're having a great day today. We're going to start this video off by saying that random events are currently still on. Discovered something while I was dinking around with some menus. A lot of people in the comments mentioned that the rebar stuff, we have a fire in the kitchen. We'll address this. I'm going to go and get the fire department on this for a second. Here. We'll get the fire department in here to solve this. We have sprinklers and stuff too, so maybe that'll just take care of it for us. Here's the thing though. So random events are still on, as you can see. Great example of those actually still being on. A lot of people in the comments mentioned the rebar and told me where it was, and it's in foundations. I guess I looked everywhere except there. I thought I looked here, but I just sort of missed it. It's this little black box that says rebar reinforcement. It's $12 per square. Now, here's a couple of interesting things about this. It says that applying the reinforcement will increase the structural integrity of walls and foundations, lowering the chance of any damage from events. I guess this means we need to apply this to all of the walls to stop the subsidence problems, right? The second thing, though, is it appears as though the repairmen who I've been calling have actually been applying them for me. And you don't see that unless you're in the foundations menu. Then you see it. If you double click this, you get to see rebar reinforcement, but it always shows up as a door, which is kind of weird. But like double clicking the wall shows you the rebar reinforcement too. So what we can do is we can place the rebar all the way across the wall here. And notice I can't place it there because it's already there. That's $862. Very expensive. I would assume that we would only want to place this on exterior walls, which it's already been here too. And the thing is that the rebar seems to be applied everywhere that's a problem, right? So it's also in like the randomest spots as well. I can get rid of it, I think, if I just bulldoze. Maybe not even that. So it looks like it's kind of permanent, which is sort of fine with me. It just means that there is a solution to the problem, right? That's the important thing, is that there is a solution to the issue. So we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna try to address the problem instead of getting rid of the events. And we'll see what we can do about that. If you take a look at this interior wall here, this is collapsed before too. It already has partial rebar. So every time we call the repairman in to fix that issue, they're adding this for us. So now you got to wonder, what was the value of this? Did I pay for the rebar, or was this part of the repairman cost? I kind of want to figure that out. I want to watch the finances and see what happens there. So the next time we have to call repairmen to fix this, that's what I want to do. Yeah, one of the things we can do here to help with the fires, though, is we can give fire-resistant flooring in here too. That might help a little bit. So we can go into this laminate. It's $50 a square, so it's very expensive. But if we just make this area laminate, and maybe we upgrade it as things go, fire-resistant flooring might help it if something catches fire here from spreading like outwards. So we can try that too. We're gonna take and do a rebar reinforcement around the exterior for this. Looks like this is already maybe reinforced. Yep. Because this is already collapsed once. And so anytime the repairmen come in to fix your walls, it seems like they do it automatically, which is pretty cool. I want to make sure that I do the outside of the workshop, just in case the, this collapses too and the prisoners want to try and escape. So we're definitely going to want to fix that and reinforce all of that. So this is a huge expense, right? Massive expense. I don't like it. But if there was a way to fix it without disabling the events, I would like to do that. The number one thing I was having a hard time with was, the walls and stuff collapsing. So if we can fix that problem, that will cut down on way more than half the calls I was getting. And we'll go from there. And it might just be the thing, like the storms make it worse, right? So maybe it is that way intentionally by design. I mean, I think it's too frequent. That's my official opinion. But if they've provided a way to fix it, then we should look into doing that. So that's what we're going to do now. So they're going to stay on for a while, and we'll see how it goes. I need to expand to new cells. I'm looking at cell block C. I need to get this, and then we just got the short-term investment. That payout just happened. I'm not in debt anymore, which is fantastic. We can go with, I think, basic farming. It is getting close. It is winter. I don't know if they're actually going to grow. It does seem like they grow in the winter time. At least they are, yeah. Seeding time to yield 43 hours. It's freezing temperatures, so it does seem like it works in the winter. One thing we could maybe do is, yeah, I think we'll get that, because I think I can complete that pretty quickly now that I have the farming stuff up. So one I need to do for this, scroll down. Rats are hopefully being dealt with by pest control. We need to reduce our reoffending rate to 30%. We need to release more prisoners before we can see what that is. And so that was maybe not something I shouldn't have grabbed right now. Doctor. Prisoner's seriously wounded. Okay, we'll just... I was going to get another doctor, but I probably should have another hospital closer to this. I think that would be a great idea to put a hospital, a little medical center in here. So why don't we do that right here, actually. We can place this. I don't want it to get in the way of exports. We can place it on the backside of this, but then this way through is kind of obstructed now. Yeah, we'll just have the staff will just walk through the. Yeah, we'll just have them walk through here. It's fine. So we'll go ahead and do a building like this. This will give us an extra hospital in this area. I think that's probably a really good idea. Just so we have medical teams really close by instead of having to run all the way down here to help a bleeding prisoner, right? In this reform program, no doubt. So we do have first aid stations and stuff. It doesn't look like we have many guards, but we do have the first aid stations. It's nice. So we need more cells. So let's take a look at this. $16,000. And we're going to make them nicer cells than this. But I don't have a problem using these as a template. To start with. Oh, hello, rat. You know what? I know, I'm getting distracted, but, I mean, there's a lot going on in this game. Just gonna put a bunch of rat traps out here. There are sonic deterrents out here, too, but sonic deterrents just keep them away. The rat trap actually gets them, you know? So, you can keep them away from delicate places, but eventually you have to catch them still, so... All right, so good. Let's go ahead and maybe get a little bit faster flooring through here. I would like them to move just a little bit quicker as they progress in. And I also want to check in on my flooring. So the laminate floor, here it is. Looks pretty good. Are you having a hard time keeping power on this? Is that what this is? I'm not sure. Should be fine. Let's pop another one there. How's my power outlook actually doing? Yeah, we're pretty fine. I would like to expand that, though, because we're not outputting the maximum we could. Let's take a look and maybe do, like, kitchen, and then we have the canteen area. So we'll do, I think, protective custody, maybe right over here. Everything else can be the other cells. That way, protective custody flows out. They don't have to pass by medium to do that. So we'll say that this is 1, 2, 3 wall. Honestly, I probably shouldn't put them right against this wall unless I'm going to expand this, and I might. Actually, might. Yeah, we'll go 2 in because I probably will expand this. So 1, 2 wall, 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 and wall. That's probably good for now. We can reserve probably another section right here. 1, 2. Actually, let's do it like this. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, like that. We want to do it even multiples to make them all line up nice and neat, huh? Is that what you want to do, huh? Too bad. 3 wall, and then we could just have this be a solitary cell. Yeah, there you go. Now they line up. Okay, so all of this will be open. We'll have a common room like right here. We could maybe build like a small common room area. Maybe even laundry could be here too. something. You know, we could put something there. This is going to be our kitchen. And let's go ahead and just start that. That's not foundations. We want brick walls, or do we want something different? Maybe yellow walls. I know that we have pink colors on our prisoners, but yellow walls would give me a easy to identify instance as to what this section is. So I think we'll do the yellow walls. Yeah, and we'll say that's up, and we'll go like that. I think we'll just do this for now, and we'll have the doors be on this side so that they come out at different places and they're not super crowded. So we'll go about like that, and then let's place the doors in the middle of the cells like that. And then on this side, we'll place the doors on that side. Okay, let the prisoners build this. We can also have, again, if it's a tiny common room for just the few prisoners we have here, I could probably make this protective custody only sort of thing. We'll put a door probably right me. There's no point in putting a door there, is there? We could put a wall here. Actually, we will need a wall here, right? So why don't we leave enough room for one more cell, 2 more cells, 3 more cells. And then we'll go ahead and place this as a section like this. And this will close down this area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and close down that area like that. So this effectively becomes protective custody with a easy to access area for their common room. This whole thing here will then become the medium sec, or like, sorry, the normal security, minimum security, sorry, area. And then we can place that 1, 2, 3 wall. Do we do larger cells here? 1, 2, 3, like a 3x3 cell? Yeah, for people who haven't been escaping, you can give them a 3x3. They might like that, you know? If they're really well behaved, they should get better cells, right? Isn't that how that works? It's the incentive to behave. We can go like that. We'll just make this part of the canteen area too. High levels of contraband. We'll do a shakedown tonight. It's fine. Yeah, so like without the storm, we don't get that problem. So, I mean, maybe that just is part of it, which I wasn't prepared for, you know? Amenities granted to prisoners. Wow, another one. So as a recap, I'm not permitted to have televisions in common rooms. I can't have weight benches in yards. Like all that stuff is still there. Now he's passing a ban on exercise equipment in yards again. Wait, what? Did they move on and then... I think so. I think they moved on and then immediately started doing it again. Weird. We'll remove the yard from here. And then now this bench thing is sorted. So they must have, throughout the course of play, this must have become okay again. And then now it's not. Not a whole lot of farmers going on here. We are 66% done with the basic farming grant. We need to have 5 crops of any type in each room. So, oranges, wheat, corn, tomatoes, and carrots. That should be... we have bananas and oranges too. So once they get done with this, you know, get enough farmers to work here, this grant should solve itself once we have them planted. Because we currently have 4 types of plants. We just need the 5th, and then there will be a 6th here too. So why don't I go ahead and get one more farmer to join in and help out with this. And then I'll just go ahead and tell them to prioritize planting the orchard. That should satisfy the grant. Move on with something else from that point. We still have 5 rats. Very weird. Still having 5 rats. $11,000 too. Let's go back to foundations. See if we can't protect the outer wall here and here. Yep, we'll just put the rebar reinforcements on all the walls, I guess. That's what the game wants now. I mean, that's what you got to do. We'll do it. here's that. And then, sorry, we want brick to be in this building right here. So, and then we're going to make this an infirmary. Go ahead and place the wall in again. There's already rebar reinforcement here. That's interesting. Hello, Mayor. Medias have moved on to something else, and the banning of TVs in common areas has been repealed. Okay. So now we can just go into the common room. Yep. See, they are watching it. You can see they are all watching this television, even though technically that television is not in the common room, right? So I could just leave it. You really don't need the common room to be that tile. They've been doing it the entire time. So I'm kind of okay with that. But we can go in and give them... Maybe they aren't watching it. Are they? Hang on. Sitting. Maybe this doesn't count as watching TV. Common room. All right, maybe now they'll watch it. I don't know. Either way, we don't have anybody working in the shop. Do we not have prison labor? Should be 3. Oh, it's a straight up free time, right? Because they have to have 6 hours of free time. Yeah. How long does that go? Another 14. Okay, less than a day, thankfully, on that. So yeah. Anyway, this is the part where like you learn things, right? This was never explained to me. It was never explained really in like any tutorials or anything like that. Really, like maybe briefly in documentation was the idea that you needed rebar reinforcement to prevent, you know, subsidence spam from happening. Like it can happen once or twice, but like I didn't think it'd happen 10 times in 3 days, right? So we'll adjust, right? We'll learn as we go, even if it's the hard way, and we'll adjust. So we need we place it here too. So it's all the way around. It does change the look of the walls too, noticing. And it does appear as though the rebar reinforcement is something that is installed on the tile. So even after you place a wall, that like the wall was torn down when I made the room, but the rebar reinforcement remains. So you can build the wall after the fact, and it, like this one never had it, but you could build the wall after the fact because it's part of foundation, not part of the wall. There's walls and foundations, but it's pretty much being built on the foundation, which is kind of interesting. So, okay, there you go. So after we build all that on our exterior walls, maybe everything will be fine, you know? Let's take a look. It is winter. It is snowing. We are going to do a shakedown tonight for sure. I have lots of reinforcements, and I've got a couple of legendaries. This is a protective custody legendary. That is... yeah, he's in protective custody as a legendary. It's great. Another legendary there. All the legendaries should automatically be orange. I mean, they're not really automatic. It's okay. So the fire started in the kitchen again. Somebody needs to come out and put it out. Yeah, fire-resistant flooring, I think, kept it in check, right? It kind of solved it. And did it? It doesn't seem like it really hurt my water grid much. If water grid is such a thing, yeah. Doesn't seem like it really did a whole lot to my water or pipes. So there is this part, but the repair's already queued. So ultimately, I think the fire-resistant flooring did okay there too. Okay. See, they give you a bunch of disasters, right? But if you use the tools that they give you to solve it amazingly, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So if anyone else is having a problem like this, where you just constantly have walls collapsing, that's where it is. I couldn't see it. I figured it was something you place on the walls. Like I figured it would be in objects, in the wall tool. I don't know why. I thought for sure I looked at foundation, but just didn't see it. Just totally glanced over top of it. But there you go. We'll take and do this all the way across like that as well. Want to watch our expenses. And then this part's not important. This is already on. Good. But this part right here should be done too because it is an exterior wall And these prisoners could potentially get out, so I don't want them to happen. This whole area here is going to get completely remade. We're going to have more cells over here for these guys. I might even do a dormitory. Do they do padded dormitories? Yeah, I didn't think so. Padded holding cell, this could be. That would be fine with me, too. But this will be the... We're going to have this be the criminally insane completely, because obviously these guys are moving over here. Speaking of which, so protective custody doesn't need the really nice stuff. We can just give them beds. We'll build one cell and copy it around. We actually need 2 different models for this, so we'll go bed there, and then we need a toilet. Actually, let's do a drain, shower head, toilet. You know it. Drain, shower head, toilet. We'll do the bookshelf. Like that. Bookshelf. You can get a book while you're, while you're on the pot. Completed our security review of the visitation process. Visitation room can now be re-added. Okay, so go back to visitation. And let's make it, because you guys might not know this, but I have not been allowed to have visitation. So now I can have it. Oh, good. Now, we have some max sec prisoners who are trying to get themselves transferred. I can see who they are. This is a legendary. If his grading is good, though. His grading is pretty good. I mean, okay. I could approve that transfer. He's gone through some different experience programs. Grading is pretty good. He's got a long time, but he's trying, right? He's extremely strong and deadly, but he's trying, okay? And you know what? Okay, I will approve. I will... We didn't transfer to medium sec. Oh, there's 0 prisoners. There's 11... Wait, what? 0 prisoners ready to transfer to medium sec. 11 cells available. 1 prisoner wanting to transfer to medium sec. Oh, I see. He wants to, but he doesn't yet meet the conditions to. Got it. So these are the ones that don't want to or aren't trying to. There's one that's trying. He just doesn't qualify yet. Okay. We could also do a sentence adjustments and stuff too. So I get to dictate how many years and stuff are added for various different things. You know, you murdering staff and things like that. It's like there's all sorts of different stuff. We can look at it later. I'm not really into it yet. I want to get my cells and stuff organized and get the prison running optimally. Okay, so I think the next grant I'm going to take here is going to be the Reform Through Education initiative. Gives a pretty big advance. It's something that takes a long time to do, but I kind of need to do it anyway. Like, I need to get classrooms and stuff going anyway. So we'll go ahead and hit that, and then now we'll get a feel for how far along we are. So we do need to have more classrooms and stuff. We need 10 prisoners to pass foundation education. We have 50% done already, so that's not bad. We need to have more classrooms though. So I think I'm going to place some classrooms along the top side here. I'm going to put in a couple of them, I think, right about here. Let's do it on this side just so we don't interfere with our power grid area. We'll go ahead and do it. Let's say, how big they need to be? Well, it's not about how big they need to be. We need to have them be pretty sizable. So why don't we make 2 classrooms that are about this big? Yeah. We'll split this area right down the middle. And we're also going to do, like the staff door on this is a little bit risky. We need to do a shakedown as well. I think I'll make a jail door. Nah. Tell you what, let's make the door out here over here. It'll get built in this area, but the entrance to it will be completely inaccessible by prisoners. I like that better. So we got to shake down to get all the bad stuff. At least to try to find all the bad stuff. And I think we are successful in our... Yep, we are successful in our quest to get that farming grant. So that's probably where that other one came from. The new grants, you're self-sustaining and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so these ones are going to take a while. So really, we're going to focus on cell block C to get that 30 grand. So that is done through getting these cells sorted out as well. We're going to take a look at making, let's say, the green walls. Yeah, the green ones are pretty classy. So we'll put in the green walls, and we're going to make, like, yeah, like a 3x3 sort of cell for these guys. All right, so this cell is done. I think protective custody really doesn't need much more than this. So we'll go ahead and, let's say, place the wall light on these cells like this. I'm gonna get a wall light in the middle here on these. Get one on the back side of this. We'll put a toilet right here because we can. And we're gonna have to get plumbing and stuff running through here all the way too. So we do have, this is a bit of a problem. I might want to get rid of this actually. Yeah, I don't want that to exist here. I would rather it instead go this direction. I'm not even sure it needs to be in here. I think this will reach. Why don't we leave it about here? I think from there, though, it'll reach. Place this down. Like that. Like that. And then also like that. And then in these cells, we'll get rid of this pipe. And then we just need the cell to probably go across like that. I don't know exactly where in the cells it'll be there, but we'll go like that. We'll have another row of cells here. Another row of cells here. They'll have their own area to chill in. Their own common room area to chill in. We'll probably have maybe a laundry area over here. They could do their own laundry. There's a yard right here. It might change that and move the yard to be... I don't really want to dip into the forestry, so maybe not on that, but yeah, I don't think I need that big pipe to be that far. We're definitely finding some people trying to escape. Get that taken care of as well. And then as soon as this is done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why am I doing that? This is 16, so we'll need to go 8 in. So we'll say that the middle... Ooh, I can't break this in the middle. Yeah, I can't break that in the middle. I'm going to need to do it, I think one more over. It's going to need to be like that. Hello, Warden. Prisoners' demand for free time have been indulged for long enough. Good. Okay, so I no longer have to have 6 hours of free time here. So let's take a look at the regime here. The only thing that really matters once we get this done is protective custody being in a different schedule than minimum security. Other than that, everything else can be identical, really, for the time being. Once we get the max sec wing going and they're alone with what they're doing, then maybe that changes a bit. But for the time being, wow, this guy's got a lot of needs. What's going on there? Hydrate. Oh, you know what? I bet there's... You know, we should have drinking fountains in here. Like maybe along this area. Let's put the drinking fountain along this wall. Make 3 of them. And then we'll say that the canteen extends to this area so that they can access them. And then we just need... Yeah, that hooked up. Okay, good. Down here, we got some places with water. Should be able to get it all hooked up sooner or later. Water's stretching this way. We also have hot water pipes that are going in as well. And they will have hot water given to them soon, as long as we get electricity brought to this, which is another matter entirely. We could just bring it down from here, I guess. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, this room here, let's count it out. Could be 17. Oh, I miscounted it before. 15. It's still an odd number, which works in our favor. So we want to go, I guess, 7 this way and 7 this way. Yep. So we'll get the wall to come right up, right the middle. And then once this is built, we'll get an access door here, and we'll get an access door here. We can take this away and place that staff door right over in this area here, which right now isn't the greatest idea. They're on free time. I need to adjust that, but I want to get this education thing going too. So for this, let's say that maximum security is on a work free time lockup period here. Then they'll get the free time slot. We'll go lockup again here and here, followed by another eat time there. Then they're in lockup, done. So they really don't have any dedicated free time. This might make some of them upset. We can give them 1 hour at the end. Okay, so that's going to be there. Over here, we'll do the same thing, except we'll start you on lockup there. End you on lockup. Let's say we'll have you eat here. Yeah, I'll get that right eventually. We'll have them eat here. I also will move these guys' eat time slot up and their yard time slot up. I'll have them start work there. So different regime for everybody. And then to end the day, medium security will go free time and then lock up before sleep. Criminally insane needs to get themselves organized a little bit here. They have their own canteen, so we don't need to have them eating way up here anymore. So we can have them eat the same time everybody else does. Go back to lockup after you're done. There's no yard time for them. They'll have a free time here for anything they want, then programs, followed by free time again. We'll give them an extra slot for free time, and then it's lockup and sleep. I like that. Probably too much lockup, honestly, but it's fine. I need them to tend to their emotional needs, right? So we'll do it something like that. So criminally insane still gets a lot of free time. Oh, we need another eat time though, don't we? Yeah, all right. We'll do another eat time here too. And then protective custody, we need to change this. Like this needs changed completely. So we're going to have you guys move over here as soon as I get this stuff all sorted. So right now is actually a problem because I've already adjusted the schedule for this, so there is going to be some clash, so I got to move quick on this section here. So what we could do is we could say that we want doors. We'll go with the yellow doors. Why not? Like this, and we'll get this sorted out as fast as we can. Let's think about doing different flooring here too. I know it doesn't really matter, but I want to start being decorative a little bit. We got 41 grand. Then again, I am also expanding because I'm doing this wing here too and this at the same time. I probably need as much money as I can get with this. I think we have enough here to just copy this. So let's copy this cell. Paste it there, 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 there. And then for this one, copy this and then go there, there, and there. With all of that in, we'll have that be priority for everybody. They do that first, and then we'll go in and start setting the doors. We want a solitary door there, and then cell doors here, 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 there, 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 and there. We can also do another one here, but this is a common room area, so we'll just do a regular door, and then we'll follow that up by having this wall go all the way around like that. All right, that will divide. Give them a little common room to go in. This gives us extra space to add more cells or common area or whatever. At the moment, we could probably just make it a common area, but you know, it doesn't have to be. It could be anything we want really later. All right, these are done. What we'll do now is move this door to here. And then once that's started, we'll go ahead and lock this building down with another wall. We're going to want to also place rebar around the outside here. Yeah, just all around the outside on that. And then all around the outside on that too. Because this is not going any further up. We're not expanding because this area is reserved for power expansion. Should actually take a look at that because on days like today, snowing and stuff, not great solar coverage. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of wind either. So not a great power day. But if we take and put in more of these, so let's say we go like that and like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. This is 10. Good. So all we need now is 10 more of the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go 8, 9. I would actually like to know 9, and then 10. So that'll give me 10 for this source as well. We'll just bring this cord all the way up like that. I guess it's a cable, not a cord, but whatever. And then we'll protect it from rats across the road. Any other cables need protected from rats? This one could be protected. It's pretty good. So there's a lot to do in this game now. It used to be a lot simpler. Like, remember in the good old days in Prison Architect where it was like, didn't even have hot water, you know? We've just discovered that one of the teachers is bringing in huge amounts of contraband. One of the teachers, there's literally only one. So we know who it is. They've been fired, and we know who it is. And we'll go ahead and sniff them out, I'm sure. Get good routes for dogs and all that stuff. We are going to go ahead and get guards assigned in this area. We're going to have these designated as cells. But the first thing I want to do actually is go protected only here. And then when I start to place people in there, then they'll know why. What's going on here? Oh, they just set it down. They didn't install it. Let's see. No big deal. They'll get on it. Okay. Let me let it run a little bit longer. We got a lot of stuff that's like in the queue, right? Here we go. And I'll let you know how things are going when we come back.